The future of James Bond. Bond 26 confirmed with new budget and potential release date amid casting speculation. The fate of the iconic James Bond franchise has been hanging in the balance ever since its original producers, Michael G. Wilson and Barbara Broccoli, stepped away from the creative helm of the legendary spy series. This shift marks a significant turning point for the franchise, which has been under the meticulous guidance of Wilson and Broccoli for decades. Their departure left fans both shocked and concerned, with many wondering whether the essence of the Bond films would be preserved under new leadership. The franchise shaken, not stirred. The James Bond franchise has long been a staple of British cinema and global pop culture, with its suave lead character, high-stakes espionage plots, and unforgettable action sequences becoming the gold standard for the spy genre. The announcement in February that Wilson and Broccoli would be handing over creative control to Amazon MGM marked the end of an era. Fans were immediately filled with a mix of excitement and trepidation, wondering if the transition would maintain the franchise's signature blend of sophistication, grit, and intrigue. Wilson and Broccoli have been at the helm of the Bond universe since the early 1990s, taking over the reins from the franchise's original producer, Albert R. Cubby Broccoli, Barbara's father. Under their leadership, the Bond films have not only evolved with the times but have also retained the core elements that have made them enduringly popular. The recent departure of Daniel Craig, who played James Bond from Casino Royale, 2006, to No Time to Die, 2021, further compounded fans' anxieties about the future of the franchise. Craig's gritty, emotionally nuanced portrayal of the secret agent earned critical acclaim and revitalized the character for a new generation of viewers. Transition to Amazon MGM. A new era begins. When Amazon completed its acquisition of MGM in March 2022 for a reported $8.45 billion, speculation about the fate of the Bond franchise intensified. Would Amazon seek to modernize the series, possibly leaning into a more serialized storytelling format akin to popular streaming shows? Or would the new creative team stay true to the traditional, standalone blockbuster formula that has defined the Bond films for over 6 decades? The announcement in early 2024 that Wilson and Broccoli would step away from day-to-day creative control sent ripples through the entertainment industry. Longtime Bond enthusiasts feared that the transition might result in a watered-down version of the beloved franchise, driven more by commercial interests than by the artistic vision that has defined Bond for so long. However, recent developments suggest that the Bond legacy is in safe hands, at least for now. After months of speculation and behind-the-scenes maneuvering, production on Bond 26 is finally moving forward. Sources close to the production have confirmed that a budget has been secured for the next installment, reportedly matching the cost of Craig's swan song, No Time to Die, which had a production budget estimated at around $250 million. Budget finalized, production moving forward. Securing a budget of this scale underscores the studio's confidence in the franchise's enduring appeal. Despite the shifting landscape of the film industry, where streaming platforms, global box office uncertainty, and changing audience habits have challenged traditional film releases, the Bond producers are betting big on the next installment. According to reports from The Sun, the production team has already outlined broad plot ideas and thematic directions for the next Bond film. Although specific details remain tightly under wraps, insiders suggest that the new creative team is looking to balance the franchise's rich legacy with fresh storytelling elements that will resonate with contemporary audiences. The Bond bosses had already proposed broad plots and reboot ideas, a source told The Sun. The writers' rooms are being assembled in the hope of recouping their investment as soon as possible. The confirmation that a budget has been secured and production has commenced marks a significant milestone. It signals that Amazon MGM is committed to preserving the Bond legacy while exploring new creative directions that could keep the franchise relevant in an evolving cinematic landscape. Release date revealed. One of the biggest questions surrounding Bond 26 has been its release date. Fans have been eager to know when they can expect the next chapter in the saga of the world's most famous spy. According to the latest reports, the next Bond film is expected to hit theaters toward the end of 2027. This timeline gives the production team ample time to develop the script, cast the lead role, and execute the high production values that have become synonymous with the Bond brand. It also allows the creative team to navigate the complex logistical challenges of shooting a Bond film, which typically involves filming in multiple international locations, elaborate stunt choreography, and meticulous attention to detail in set design and costuming. If the late 2027 release date holds, it will mark a 6-year gap between No Time to Die and Bond 26, one of the longest breaks in the franchise's history. However, such a gap is not unprecedented. The franchise has weathered long hiatuses before, including a 6-year gap between License to Kill, 1989, and GoldenEye, 1995, due to legal disputes over the Bond rights. Who will be the next Bond? Perhaps the most pressing question on every Bond fan's mind is, who will succeed Daniel Craig as the next 007? Craig's departure left a significant void, and speculation about his replacement has been rampant ever since No Time to Die was released. Several high-profile names have emerged as potential contenders for the coveted role. Harris Dickinson, known for his performances in The King's Man and Triangle of Sadness, has been named as a frontrunner. Dickinson's combination of rugged good looks, acting chops, and British charm makes him a natural fit for the role. Aaron Taylor-Johnson, who gained international recognition for his roles in Kick-Ass and Bullet Train, has also been heavily linked to the role. Taylor-Johnson's physicality, charisma, and experience with action films position him as a strong candidate. James Norton, best known for his work in Happy Valley and McMafia, has also been mentioned as a serious contender. Norton's brooding intensity and classical acting background align well with the emotional depth that Craig brought to the role. Interestingly, rumors have circulated that the producers might consider shaking up the franchise by casting a person of color or even a female Bond. While long-standing traditionalists have pushed back against such changes, the success of Lashana Lynch's character, Nomi, who temporarily held the 007 codename in No Time to Die, has opened the door for more inclusive casting possibilities. What's next for Bond? With production moving forward and a release date tentatively set, the next major step will be the casting announcement. Historically, the reveal of a new James Bond actor has been a global media event, generating significant buzz and setting the tone for the upcoming film. Fans are also eager to learn more about the creative direction of Bond 26. Will the new film continue the gritty, emotionally complex tone established during Craig's tenure, or will it return to the more stylized, lighthearted approach of earlier Bond films?